Hello. William Morris had been looking for a country house for his family, Jane and their daughters Jenny, aged 10, and May, aged 9, for some time when he happened upon Kelmscott Manor in 1871, a traditional Elizabethan farmhouse built of local limestone with a late 17th century extension beside the River Thames in Oxfordshire. Too cold and prone to flooding to be comfortable in winter, it was, however, the ideal summer retreat, where the Morris family could enjoy a better quality of life with fresh air and a garden, away from the smoke and grime of Victorian London. It was also somewhere the close friendship that had developed between Jane and Dante Gabriel Rossetti could be indulged away from prying eyes and gossip. After visiting together, Morris and Rossetti took shared tenancy. The demands of business and 2 extended trips to Iceland meant Morris was absent much of the time, leaving Rossetti, Jane and the girls to enjoy rural Oxfordshire. Rossetti painted Jane Morris several times throughout his life. A preparatory sketch of Jane by the river, with Kelmscott Manor in the background, a rare Rossetti landscape made soon after moving in, has her holding a pansy, symbol of love and affection. In the finished work, she holds willow branches, symbols of sorrow and desire, the green of the leaves highlighting her eyes. A copy now hangs in what was Jane's bedroom at Kelmscott. Also at the manor is this earlier 1868 portrait by Rossetti of Jane wearing a blue silk dress. In 1874, after suffering a mental breakdown and with William Morris growing impatient with arrangements, Rossetti gave up his share of the Kelmscott tenancy. He painted Jane that year as Persephone, in mythology the daughter of Zeus and the goddess of agriculture, Demeter, abducted by Pluto to be his wife and queen of the underworld. Demeter's refusal to let anything grow in her daughter's absence persuades Pluto to allow her to return, but because she has eaten pomegranate seeds in Hades, she must rejoin her husband each winter. This might easily be interpreted as a comment on the situation at Kelmscott, with Morris as Pluto, allowing Jane brief freedom but insisting on her return to him. In the painting, Jane is shown holding a pomegranate, bursting with seeds, a symbol of fertility. In the background is a trail of ivy, an evergreen signifying everlasting love. Kelmscott was an inspiration to William Morris. His strawberry thief design grew out of observing thrushes in the manor garden, and in his Utopian novel News from Nowhere, this is the frontispiece with an acanthus leaf border design by Morris surrounding a drawing of the manor by Charles March Geer, who illustrated several books for William Morris's Kelmscott Press. The narrator arrives at Kelmscott along the river in time to help with haymaking, before enjoying a communal supper in St George's, Kelmscott Church. When the Morrises moved from Queen Square to a Thameside house at 26 Upper Mile, Hammersmith in 1878, they named their new main home Kelmscott House. The William Morris Society now have a small museum in the basement and coach house. William Morris died at Hammersmith in 1896. His funeral was held at St George's Church, Kelmscott, which was decorated for the occasion exactly as described for the supper in News from Nowhere. He was buried in the churchyard. His simple coped tombstone, featuring beautiful lettering with a sprig of foliage in each quarter, very arts and crafts, was designed by his lifelong friend Philip Webb. Jane continued to rent Kelmscott Manor until 1913, when it was purchased outright by the trustees of William Morris's estate. She died in 1914 and was buried alongside her husband. May Morris moved permanently to Kelmscott Manor in 1923. After her death in 1938, it passed to her legatees, the Society of Antiquaries, a registered charity who continue to look after it and its collection of art and objects owned by William Morris and his family. It's usually open to visit Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays from April to October. Timed tickets are issued to control visitor flow through the small rooms. Next time, William Morris's trips to Iceland and the influence his visits had on his work. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.